And we are live. What up, Christi Maga? You there?
I am here, Nino, America. How are you?
Let's go, sis. What up, though?
And
Hello.
so I was getting ready to get on the road and saw that bad storms were coming our way and was like, I am not traveling through those mountains of Tennessee with storms. So I was like, let me go live with Nino so we can knock this out.
Yeah, we're knocking it out, y'all. We're gonna be more consistent,
I'm
and we're
here,
gonna.
Nino, America. How are you?
Let's go, sis. What up? I did it like last time. My feed's a little behind. My bad, but there it is. God bless everybody watching now and on the repeat. It's Nino Radio. I still got all of my fingernails, ladies and gentlemen. Man, I had a rough day today, sis. For real, it was tough. I woke
Tired.
up. Yeah, I know. Wow, thanks, sis. No, but I was on Instagram Live, and man, it sucks on there. I'm not even streaming to Instagram right now, y'all. I got a violation on there today. I'm shadow banned to oblivion, and Instagram ain't what it used to be. You know, it was popping on Instagram, but guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, dealing with certain issues, being political, it's a no-go. Being political on these platforms, y'all, especially coming from the era that I came from, the Trump 2020 era, like y'all, they were on us heavy, and man, we took a lot of hits and blows, and a lot of content creators are no longer here. They're on Rumble and other places. Man, I should have been streaming to Rumble, but I digress. You know, politics is something. It's a beast in itself, and you touch on politics and religion on social media, and man, it's basically a wrap. But anyways, let's get to it, y'all. God bless everybody. It is Tuesday, May 21st, 7:42 p.m. Texas time. Do you know where your kids are? Sis, so let's get right into it, sis. We've been pumping out the content. God bless everybody watching, sis. Make quick announcements before we move on to our first topic of the night. Go ahead.
I wanted to say a shout out to Josh, who is our platinum member.
Let's go.
We are still building perks and special emojis for different levels
and videos.
Yep. We'll definitely have like members only videos and all kinds of stuff. Alex, who is a diamond member, and we've got Sad Girl and Task that just subscribed, and we appreciate all of you all. If you want to be a member, then you just click the join right beside the subscribe button, and it lets you choose what level that you want to be, and make sure that you got your notification bell on, because mine got turned off and I have no idea how.
Yeah,
but
thank
it
you.
Did.
Hey, shout out Erica Beth in the comments. God bless you, sister, watching us on YouTube. Josh says, as an Indiana trailer worker, I love listening after work or early for work on the repeat. Thank you, Josh. We're trying, everybody. We're really getting focused. We'll give a quick update. We're gonna start pushing different content and different genres and even topics, y'all. The next one we're gonna be doing, sis, give a quick little sneak peek of our next video. But I'm gonna tell you, shout out Liberty Dragon, y'all. He's helping us push out the content and the shorts. We're just pushing a lot of content on the YouTube channel. Shout out Liberty Dragon, our chief editor in charge. Tell him about the video that we're fixing to do, sis. This is a pretty good one. We're gonna go into different genres, but what's this one about, sis?
So I've got two on my mind. I'm not sure which one.
The mystery.
The murder mystery?
Yes.
Yeah, so we are going to start looking at unsolved crimes and murder mystery type things that have happened that are kind of outlandish and outrageous, and we don't know exactly how the days that we're going to do this. I personally think that a Monday, murder mystery Monday, I really like that, but I would like to do it at least once a week. But we're going to start doing that. We might branch off into different channels. We just don't know exactly yet, but we will always keep y'all updated.
Yeah, we got some big plans, y'all. And once you get started getting, I feel like a YouTuber finally, everybody. But once you start getting focused on your content and you get a plan in action and then you put it to action, it's awesome, because it's just like a freight train. You just keep getting momentum, and by the time you know it, you're full throttle, and that's all there is to it. Melanie says, don't forget the topic she wanted to get into. What's that one, sis? She's talking about, do you know?
I'm not sure.
Put you on the spot.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure you'll remember. Anyways, let's get to it, y'all. So we're going to get into the trending topics. These are the kind of things I wanted to talk about. Christi wasn't going to join me on the live, y'all, because she's making a transition to Tennessee, and she got delayed. But I want to talk about a couple of hot trending topics. The first one is going to be Adam 22 and No Jumper, or they call him Adam 16. This guy has a weird past, y'all, and what we're going to do is check out, basically, some will say his demise, his downfall. I made videos about him before. He pushes degenerate content. If you don't know who he is, he's married to Lena, the plug. They're corn stars. And this is a weird situation. His parents, his dad worked for Bill Clinton. I think Bill Clinton actually pardoned Adam 22. Let's get over to this next scene, ladies and gentlemen. I did a video on it. It did pretty good numbers a while back. I'll put it in the show notes here on the in the comments, or not the comments, in the description. But the point is, Adam 22 is an interesting character because this guy started, and I'm giving Christi the rundown because she don't even know nothing about this guy.
No,
But I'm going to tell you, he's one of the heavyweights on YouTube, right? It's like DJ Vlad, No Jumper / Adam 22. But this guy, his dad was pardoned by Bill Clinton. His last name is Grand Mason. And he has a kind of weird background. He also, does these adult scenes with his wife. He has a show. I don't even want to say the name of it. And they interview these people, and then him and his wife go do things with the whatever. Some have said that's kind of like what's the word? Like I'm gonna say the word trafficking. I would say, I don't know. It's kind of weird what he does, right? Because he people have to kiss his butt to get on his show, and then they have relations. And I'll leave it at that. We're a Christian show, but the point is, I've always noticed this about the guy. He's done interviews as of late.
What's his name again? I'm sorry, say it.
Adam Grand Mason. Adam Grand Mason. Adam 22. That's what they call him.
Okay.
So the thing about this guy, right, is I can't deny it. He's popular, has one of the biggest channels of them all. But like I said, he has a weird little background. He was like a skater, and he pushed certain kind of content with rap, interviewing rappers. I think some other kind of, beginnings. I forget. Skaters, rappers, whatever, right? And then he went on to a full-fledged, show production, and he's a content creator. And I'm not going to lie, some people I keep an eye on, not because I like their content. I might watch some of his videos every now and then if they're somewhat interesting and not too degenerate. But the point is, I watch other content creators, y'all, just to, keep an eye on the game. That's how it is when you're a content creator. So anyways, lately, half of his crew, they left him, sis, and they started another podcast called Figmunity or something like that. And this guy just started pumping a lot of content with a bunch of active gang members in California. And I'm going to show the Wack 100 crash out. Dude has a pistol on him. The point is, Adam 22 was pushing a lot of degenerate content. I always wondered how he stayed on YouTube of all places, with, this kind of crazy topics that they talk about. But he makes a living on social media, in particular, YouTube. He said, though, sis, on a video that he's making a lot of money on Snapchat. There's a lot of money on Snapchat right now, y'all. I don't know how to get to it. I'm not making content on Snapchat, but people are making money. Krishan's over there, right, sis?
Yeah, she's over there.
Yeah, so anyways, he makes a video on Snapchat of all places, and the internet goes nuts because he basically says that he's like firing all his co-hosts, and he's going to focus on certain topics and videos. He's going to, kind of cut down on the staff because I believe he probably pays them. I think I heard like $200 a show. I don't know. He said it's just not worth it anymore. So with that long-winded intro, I had to explain to Christi and everybody, he's just a degenerate content creator, one of the biggest names on YouTube, and he has a lot of active gang members that he has put on his platform. He's in California, and it's been kind of a detriment to his platform, I believe. Dejon, I'm gonna play that clip or show that clip, that article or actual post from Instagram. Got shot on set of No Jumper. It's not funny, but that's what happened. A lot of drama and a lot of bad things that has happened to No Jumper in the last year or so. But the point is, he's a content creator, and I'm going to dissect his video here and let you see how he gives a statement on what he's going to do. And to be honest, I kind of agree with some of the things he says because sometimes, y'all, it ain't worth having a big old crew, or it doesn't justify to have all these people with you if they're just a bunch of drama, they're not bringing that much money, and, it just didn't work out, So he's basically waving the white flag and firing all his hosts. And this went, viral with everybody, people making reaction videos. I'm going to make my reaction video here because, like I said, I kind of follow this guy. I'll probably subscribe to his channel, I believe, but he's always, like, going viral. His people are always doing something crazy that they're always being talked about on the other platforms or the other channels, should I say. Let's get to it. Sorry for blabbering so much. Christi, any words before I play this clip?
No, I'm just reading these comments, and they're giving up all kinds of info on Adam 22.
Yeah, look at the comments, y'all. That's another thing he did. He used to have C-Mac on there. C-Mac's going to prison. I think this dude even kind of snitched on him, if I recall, but C-Mac is a famous Crip from California, got caught with the hammer, with the pistol, and he's probably going to do 10 to 15 years federal time, y'all. And this was probably one of the biggest, viral sensations that Adam 22 had on his show, and he just couldn't get right. Some people have the opportunity, y'all, to do something with this fame and this 2024 social media, since sensation, I guess, this phenomenon known as going viral. And Crip Mac was one of them, but he got caught with the pistol, active gang member, and now he's gonna go do some time. And he was on the show with No Jumper. I mean, with Adam 22. But the point is, we're gonna get to it. My bad. I'm already explaining too much. I'm blabbering over here, y'all. Forgive me. I put a full shift in, and I'm kind of tired. But we're gonna get to the show. So, anyways, Adam 22 makes a statement, and we're gonna watch it right here.
Okay, so I have a pretty huge announcement, and I'm doing it on Snapchat. So anybody who's thinking about ripping this and putting it on any other platform, don't even think about it. Anyway, Snapchat exclusive. I'm making some very big changes in terms of No Jumper. As of today, or as of tomorrow, the news, No Jumper news, it's over. The Monday show, the Wednesday show, and the Thursday show also are over. I've decided that I really want to focus No Jumper. So I will be continuing to do the Tuesday show with Lush and Brick Baby. I will continue to do as many interviews as possible. I'm going to have other people on the platform continuing to do interviews. Everybody from, Almighty, Sharp, Brick. I just talked to all these guys, Flacco. We're still going to work together on doing interviews and, doing like repeat guest type interviews where I, have people on multiple times to talk about different things that are going on in the news, everything like that. But this decision has really been brought on primarily, I guess, as a business decision. And I say that to say I've been talking to my business manager a lot over the course of the past few weeks, taking a real deep dive into how the channel is doing, how much content we're creating, and taking a look at like what the true cost of creating stuff like the news is, and have basically just come to the conclusion that it makes more sense for No Jumper to produce less content and be a little bit more focused with a smaller team, a smaller number of employees, etc., and to just, be a little bit more focused. I look at a lot of my peers. I look at Vlad. Obviously, Vlad has kind of always been like the OG as far as I'm concerned in terms of this whole YouTube content space. And when I look at Vlad, I think that he kind of does it the smartest way possible, which is like if he wants to have a conversation with somebody, he just calls them in, pays them their rate, and then they do the conversation. He doesn't really have.
And I agree with, I got a little bit more to play, but I agree with some of the things he's saying. Sometimes it's not worth, like I said earlier, to have a big old crew with you. And I'm going to be honest, y'all, I'm seeing the numbers. I make money on YouTube. You got to do good numbers to make $20 here, And if you look at his analytics and his actual views, I mean, it doesn't justify having all these guys on a show. And if he pays them, right, and then the video probably makes maybe, I would think with his numbers, just off top, not too factual here, just a guess, ballpark, maybe a video he does, a live they do, probably makes, I would think maybe 1,000, give or take, 1,000 to 2,000, maybe if they get lucky, I guess. That's what I'm guessing. And then they got, 5 guys on there and he pays them 200 a piece. I mean, there's the money right there. I'm just saying, he's saying a lot of what he's saying, I do agree with as far as being a content creator. It just kind of sucks, sis. He tried to do something different and have people, do this show. But I'm going to show you in a minute how his co-hosts act and how, to be honest, I'm going to say it right now, the feds are watching, y'all. G-Face, a rapper slash, truck entrepreneur or trucker, got busted, on a federal indictment for doing PPP scams and some other, weirdo activities, with the IRS and all kinds of, crazy fraud charges. And he was even on No Jumper. But the point is, in this day and age, y'all, they're watching. And I'm going to be honest, when I show y'all these clips here and these other allegations that have happened at No Jumper, I think this is another reason why he's going to do this stuff, because it's becoming a liability to have all these active gang members with pistols on camera, on the set. And I wouldn't doubt it, y'all. I thought about this the other day, and I'm glad I'm remembering it right now. But I wouldn't doubt if people on No Jumper either get charged or arrested or something weird happens as far as, law enforcement. Because I think they're over there acting a fool at this place of business / this YouTube channel. Sis, before we finish the clip here, anything you want to say about what he said? Go ahead.
No, I don't. No, I'm just like learning all this. So I'm learning from you right now.
See, and look, Erica Best says, valid point there. The Joe Rogan podcast is ran by him and Jamie only, and it's wildly successful. That's what I'm saying. As a content creator, y'all, and me being, having a crew and a team, it never usually works with a lot of people. It's just now me and Christi, and we're bringing in a Liberty to do the editing, and we're going to be working with sister Jessica Juicy, to bring some correspondence with the Christian MAGA rap, content. But my wife kind of said before, I don't play well with others. Not that I'm like egotistical or Mr. Got to be the boss, but sometimes people want to like roll with me and ride with me, and then it just don't work, y'all. I don't really play nicely with others as far as being a leader of a group of people, to be honest. So I can kind of see why Adam 22 is going this route. He's with a bunch of liabilities. It's not working out that good, and he wants to refocus his content and his direction. And from being a content creator, I can respect these points. And I wanted to say it earlier, but I forgot to say this, y'all. This guy right here, he let other men sleep with his wife. Okay, so this is the kind of guy he is. Okay, but as far as a content creator, I'm listening to this and seeing what he's doing because I'm a content creator myself. And like I said, if you're a smart content creator, a smart YouTuber, you're gonna listen to someone like this, even if you don't like him, and just see his train of thought, what he's saying, planning, and how his channels ran, because he's one of the biggest. But like I said, he pushes degenerate content. That's why I wonder, sis, do some people like him with the last name like Grand Mason and ties to Bill Clinton, I wonder if he's a plant. I wonder if people like this get selected and projected and put into places like this to push this kind of content to the masses. Again, well, go ahead, sis.
I was going to say the things that I have seen the Clintons involved in lately, and I think people are going to be really shocked whenever we do our murder mystery stuff. But I think that absolutely people are picked or kept in place where they are, and we'll discuss that more at a later date. But I absolutely think that people are picked and put in places where higher ups want them to be. I mean, especially like in media and music and everything. I mean, just everything, entertainment, all of it.
Yeah, and thank God, YouTube's kind of a level playing field for some of us, y'all. I mean, look at us. We're self-funded. We're Christians. We're conservatives, and we're making waves in the on the YouTube platform, ladies and gentlemen, on all platforms. Actually, the stuff's going viral everywhere. But the point is, we're not. I mean, you don't even have to believe us, right? Anybody can say this, but we're not controlled by anyone, but ourselves, and we give our honor to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So sometimes people like us can, make it through the cracks. But I think people like this is the stuff that gets pushed out there, y'all. If you want to be a content creator in 2024, you want to talk about religion and politics, and you want to be a Trumper, you're going to have a uphill battle. And I don't know how far you'll make it, to be honest, because it ain't easy. Point is, though, here he is saying that he's going to restructure his whole channel. And I think he just knows, y'all, it's not going in the right direction. Again, I'm going to show you the clips here momentarily, but I'll let him finish up. Let's continue.
Have like consistent co-hosts. Obviously, I'm still gonna have consistent co-hosts. I'm still gonna do the Tuesday show with Brick and Lush because I still enjoy, building that.
Well, I guess it ended kind of early, but either way, he's saying he's gonna get rid of all his co-hosts, y'all, and the internet went into an uproar due to this. So from there, I'm gonna go to the next part. I'll go ahead and go to Dejon. This guy right here used to be on the show. He's no longer on there, but check this out. This right here was posted on Instagram of all places. I started following this guy. This is a kind of a heavyset co-host, and rumors came around that this guy had gotten shot on the No Jumper show, and they kind of started clowning him, y'all. I wish I could show a picture of him, but I don't have it pulled up right now. He's kind of, like I said, kind of on the heavy side, and he was kind of the butt of the jokes here and there. And again, y'all, I'm just giving y'all kind of secondhand knowledge. I don't really, like, even with CMAC, I already don't know all this stuff like off top, okay? I don't sit there and just do research on these people. This is like a video just to get some points across as far as on the content creation side of things. This ain't like a deep dive into the No Jumper history. But so this guy named Dejon is a co-host, and he just posted on Instagram a day or two ago his actual screenshot talking to Adam 22. Now, the rumors came out that he had gotten shot on set. And when I show you this other clip of an active gang member named Wack 100 with the pistol on his hip, I think he might even be a felon. And there he is on the show with the gun on him, y'all. This is what happens on the set of No Jumper. So I'm going to read this. And this is him speaking to Adam 22. He made a post on Instagram. And he said, when I am ready to talk about the gun shooting, incident that took place on March 25th at the No Jumper office, I will. I do want to thank everyone who has reached out with well wishes and prayers during the past month or so. When I heard this, all this is, I said, this fool's making a statement. I said, Adam, I think I commented on here. I said right here, I said, sounds like a legal formality statement. Adam better be ready. Like, this kind of sounds like something someone would say, when they're ready to go to court or sue somebody. So he said that. And since I'm going to read the actual conversation, he says, Adam right here is a screenshot. Man, I'm going to tell you something, y'all. Posting screenshots of people's conversation, I think that's pretty low down and dirty. And I might have done it before too, getting into it with some people here and there in my past. But, I think that's pretty sorry, to be doing so and exposing people like that. And but I don't think I've ever done it in this fashion. I might have gotten screenshots like of people like giving me death threats and threats of violence, kind of making a joke about it. But as far as having drama with somebody or beef, especially with someone you used to be cool with, and then you post the screenshots, I think that's pretty low down and dirty, right, sis?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I would do it though. I'm not lying.
Okay.
I'm the list keeper. I keep all those receipts.
Okay, so here it is, talking to Adam 22. Adam says, hey, dude, I'm really sorry about this. I was kind of in shock early and didn't know what to say. Just know we're on your side and thinking this was super effed up, obviously, and we're going to try to do everything by the book and make sure you're good. And this was on March 25th, I guess the day he got shot. And the dude said, I appreciate it. Dejon says, I know it was all an accident. Oh, damn. Every time I see anything like this, y'all, I'm just automatically thinking cases, police, lawyers. I don't know. Just want to get checked out and make sure everything is okay. Crazy day at the office. Adam says, insane. Let's keep it off the podcast. And I don't want people to feel scared. And he told him the next day, Tuesday, how you feeling? And he said, top of the morning, my leg is still sore and tender in that area. Overall, I'm still in shock about what happened yesterday. I'm upset about having to miss Monday's show because I read the comments. And they're like, Dejon missing and how it hurt the show. I just don't understand why he had his gun out around all of us. He ruined the whole day. I had some important stuff to say on the show too. And then Adam says, yeah, man, the show was a bummer. I saw a lot of that in the chat. And yeah, I'm still blown away. He was always so responsible for the last 2 years. Who's he talking about? And then he had to F it up with that dumb ish. From a legal standpoint, this don't look good. Adam 22 is basically admitting to it. I'm going to show you the video of Wack 22 with the pistol on his hip. And can't say I'm snitching, y'all, because this is already put out there. And what it looks like, y'all, is Adam 22, like I said, has gang members on the set, active, with pistols. And this poor innocent dude, really, he's not a gangster. He's not with the functions. He gets shot in the leg. Okay, y'all, when I walk in my house and I stub my toe with my chihuahua and my bulldog running around, I'm pissed and it hurts. Can you imagine getting shot in your leg? Sis, no. when you used to be in law enforcement, sis, whenever you get shot, that can, even getting shot in the leg can take you out because it can hit an artery. I saw first 48, someone bled out in the porch due to getting hit in the leg. Yeah. They hit an artery. So this dude gets shot in the leg. Imagine the pain, right? And there he is, missing the podcast. And like I said, they make jokes about him, and he ends up, I guess, quitting, gets fired. I don't know. But since getting shot, that's not a paper cut, right?
No, it is not. And I mean, a lot of things could happen. People, bullets have traveled and caused people to have strokes or gone to their heart or their lung. I mean, lots of things could happen. And it's just, I don't know. I guess because I've just from a very young age was taught about gun safety and stuff like that. Like people wearing them on their hip just for like a social status. I just think it's pretty like immature anyway.
And I got the clip of Wack 100 and he's wearing sweats, sis. And I'm from West Texas. These boys are riding on motorcycles with a big old 45 on their hip and a big old holster. I don't think putting a pistol on your waistband on some sagging sweats is a proper way to carry something like that. I digress, but shout out Warbuck says, I told you on the show you did on this dude, he a sav. Okay, so we'll continue. Any good comments, let me know, sis. Now I'm going to go to the actual proof. And this is just a little quick expose, y'all, on what's happening with No Jumper. And it's interesting that Adam 22 has basically, he's calling it quits, y'all, as far as his co-host. And I don't blame him. So here's Wack 100. Mind you, probably a 40, 45-year-old man arguing with another man, acting like he's going to fight him. And we'll zoom in when the pistol gets put on camera. This is crazy. And I think, I'm pretty sure Wack 100's been to prison. Sorry if I don't have all the full facts, but I think he's a con. I might be wrong, though, but I know for sure he is a Pyru from California, Pomona, to be exact.
Right. You let him in, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. But you let him in. I'm not playing with you, nigga. You let him in, nigga. You playing games.
But it's not my show,
Dakota
though,
nigga playing games. I'm not Brick, baby. I start with you right here.
But it's not my show, though.
Okay, I tell you what. This what I'm gonna do. When my homies get here, I'm gonna act like I'm not here.
But it's not my show, though.
That's cool.
You feel me?
I'm gonna tell them this ain't not my show.
But it's not my show, though. Like, you feel me, right? Like,
you the one got him in the build, nigga.
No, true that, Wack. Yes,
you got him in the build.
Okay, so I'll fast forward
Came up in here.
to where he gets up on him.
That your platform.
What's up?
Right here.
To come diss my neighborhood, and you gonna find out what it is.
Wait, but like, hey, but like, No Jumper is not my platform. It's Adam's platform, right? And the show itself.
True.
Hey, listen. Hold on.
What though?
Okay, so it goes crazy right here, right? And this is the part that all the YouTubers have. I'm pausing right here. This is the part that all the YouTubers have taken into account. You zoom in. You know, they're making fun of him. They're saying the guy grabbing his butt and all this stuff. But I'm going to show you something. What I found very disturbing about this this clip. He's wearing, like I said, his sweats. And
I see that.
You see that on his hip? And everybody's been pointing it out. I'm not doing nothing special. I'm just talking to my people about this. But there looks to be a firearm on his hip. And like I say, he's wearing some sweats. I would not want to be around a fool like this, y'all. This reminds someone that's probably going to drop the pistol and bust a gonna hit the co-host. But there he is, y'all. Grown man, gang member, on No Jumper, acting a fool. And that's just what they do on here, sis. It's crazy. And now to be honest, I don't blame Adam 22 really to get rid of these guys, because let's really be honest, y'all. People love to be gangsters or whatever, right? It's an infatuation with grown men to be gangster, whatever. I'd rather be a businessman. All my life when I was older and my younger brother was growing up with me and my brothers, I told my younger brother all the time, don't be a gangster, be a businessman. At the end of the day, this No Jumper podcast channel is a business. These platforms pay you for making content, and you got guys like this up there, trying to beat people up on camera. And then you got guys like Dejon, poor, dude over there getting shot in the leg because someone is acting a fool and the gun drops and pops somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to show y'all basically what I believe is part of the downfall of No Jumper. And I said it earlier, if I'm watching this, if we're watching this, Christi, who else do you think is watching this?
Exactly.
And
our kids. Yep.
No, not just our kids though. Law enforcement.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I said it earlier with G-Face. He got busted with all this, federal PPP loan fraud stuff by the feds. He was always on this show. Wack 100's on this show with the pistol on his hip. Dejon just posted on Instagram that he his messages with Adam 22 that he got shot on the show, and Adam 22 is basically validating his statement. This is what content creation in 2024 is looking like as far as, this side of the spectrum. Of course, Joe Rogan, we're going to show something of Terrence Howard in a minute, how they're handling it over there. But this is crazy, y'all. We're seeing some things on social media. Like I said before, what will we end up seeing on here? We saw Norby's, cool dude, goes to American Cholo's studio, sis, and got beat up. Remember, I posted that clip. I was watching that live. And I said on the video that night, I said, what are we going to see next? But to be honest, if you follow certain accounts on Twitter and on X, man, you see a lot of stuff uncensored. There was a rapper that unalived himself, messing with the pistol on a video, and now they're doing a GoFundMe for him. So the thing is, cameras are everywhere now. Law enforcement is watching, and you got guys like this just acting a fool, and then Adam 22 pulling the plug on his co-host, sis. So with that, anything you want to talk about this, sis, before we move on? I just wanted to do a quick expose on, I think, the beginning of the downfall of No Jumper. I may be wrong.
No,
Go ahead.
the only thing I said was just that these over emotional men that can't control their emotions and their rage and all that, they don't need to be carrying at all.
Melanie says
It's
all
ridiculous.
the 3 letters are watching and listening. I'm telling you. I even said about the fight with Norby's. I said, what would stop somebody from just reporting that fight on camera to the certain police department in that area? But like my wife said, and a lot of people said, in California, people don't go to jail. So I don't know if they would do anything about it. But I'm kind of like from the old school. You gotta be careful what you do on camera. But we live in a day and age, ladies and gentlemen, where people disregard the camera in order to go viral, and they do things on the camera in front of thousands, sometimes millions of people. So there it is. Let's go to the next topic, sis, at hand. And we have, this one's kind of funny. We're in the poll. What's the poll say, sis? You got it over here?
Do you watch No Jumper? 79% said no, and 21% said yes.
Okay, and we will end that poll, and that's No Jumper. Thanks for everybody that voted on that. I will go to the next topic, y'all. This is funny, sis. Camron. I'm going to be honest. This dude right here, when I seen this, if I got the right, this ain't the right setting over there. It is. When I seen this with Camron, I saw it early in the morning, and I didn't even post it. I should have posted it. Everybody is doing numbers for everybody. But this dude right here gets interviewed by CNN, and I guess CNN wants the details on Diddy. Don't we all? And this dude basically just shuts her down, says some crazy, outlandish things on here, and it's just it goes.
He trolled, he trolled the heck out of CNN. Like, I'm telling you that they couldn't get a straight answer, and then whenever they did, he just kind of let it rip.
Yep, I'm gonna play this, y'all. CNN and Camron. I don't know why he's acting like this, because this dude has his own podcast, so he knows what the game is. He just kind of put up that that attitude, I guess, of no snitching. And I guess some guys are like that. They don't want to give statements or say things that would implicate someone. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just like that. They're not going to sit there and just gossip. Or if they're going to sit there with their boys on, like he does with Mace from the podcast, maybe he's more comfortable. But he's on CNN, and it goes pretty crazy. Check it out, y'all.
Thanks for being here. First, when you saw that video of Diddy, Cassie in that hotel, did you recognize that Sean Combs?
What I want to say, first of all, when I seen the video, everything in the video is egregious. I'm against. I don't support all the charges that's alleged against him. I don't support any of that, trafficking, minors, domestic violence. I'm totally against it. So when I seen the video, I was kind of upset with it. Being that I know him, he's not necessarily a friend, but I was upset when I seen it.
Ain't that the broad statement, blanket statement everybody has to give? Because you know what's crazy, sis? Charleston White has a whole different approach and thought process on Cassie and Diddy. He's actually doing for Diddy, sis. Have you seen CW going off on Instagram?
I have, but just with him, we know he plays a part. And
yeah. But he did put a post that was pretty interesting. He said, how many of you Christians ever said to pray for Diddy?
I'm not praying for him.
But sis, ain't that in our good book to do so?
It probably is, but I'm not.
Why?
I'm just being honest.
Sis? And because I'm not praying for him either. I would say the reason I'm not is I believe he's probably reprobate, but I don't know that for sure. But why don't you want to pray for him, sis? Go ahead.
Because I just think that disenfranchised people that are not honest, people that are not genuine in what they say. I've just seen too much. And whenever I literally had the court document sent to me over him, and I shared about 50 pages of them with you, and everything that has came to light, like, it's just, I don't even think about the man except for whenever we do content. And that's just to show more of his vile behavior. I hope that he ends up having a relationship with the Lord and he lives his life the right way. But, I don't personally put him in my prayers. And on Judgment Day, if Jesus tells me I'm wrong for not doing so, then I'll have to make amends with him, but I'm not doing it.
And Ryder G says we don't support predators, and we totally agree. And I think that's probably why, I said he's a reprobate. Al Gore says reprobate for sure. Reprobate means in Christian lingo, someone that's too far gone. Someone in Romans chapter 1, God gave up on them because they gave up on God first, and that's why they do such foul acts. Touching or doing things to women and children, in my opinion, go into that category. And once you do that, it's like you don't have a conscience anymore. And that's a symptom of being a reprobate, basically too far gone. Because basically what it means is your conscience is seared. This is the Christian lingo here. But my belief is, or what the Bible says, your conscience is seared. You no longer have a conscience, and God gives you over to a reprobate mind to do such vile acts. So that shows you why people would do things against their own mankind, and children. Women, and even animals. Again, read Romans chapter 1 for clarification. But that's probably why I don't sit here and say I'm going to pray for P. Diddy, because he shows signs of being a reprobate. And I'm just going to keep it like that. I don't want to go too biblical on everybody, but that's just how I look at it. Anyone that commits crimes against women and children, it's a no-go over here, y'all. Because I believe men should, of course, be protectors and providers. You shouldn't be beating on women, and you shouldn't be forcing yourself upon people just because you got money, power, or fame. Let's continue.
But
did you
as far as
recognize
everything
him?
I just said?
Did you recognize that kind of anger at all from your experiences?
I don't know like that. What do you mean? Do I be recognized? Did I recognize him? I seen him. What do you mean my experiences? I seen him and I thought it was disgusting. I didn't do a zoom in to see if it was really him or nothing, but he admitted it was him. So yeah, it was him.
What did you think about the apology that he gave in that other video?
Ain't me for this. The apology ain't for me to decide. It's for Cassie. What I think about it don't matter. He ain't do nothing to me. Cassie need to ask Cassie if she accept the apology. I told you how I feel. I said what I said.
I want to play a conversation that you had on your podcast back in September with Mace.
Man, hey, let's be honest. He's hella rude, sis. Damn.
He is.
And this lady,
I listened to it, but then I kind of understood where he was like getting frustrated. Like they brought him on with the intention, and his exact words were, and I'm just going to say it because we won't get censored for it. But he said, "You can call me on CNN for this bullshit. I'm going to give you the bullshit," and that's exactly what he did. Like, how are you going to answer for another man and all of that? Like they were trying to tie him in like he was Diddy's buddy.
Like he knew him.
And all that. And I don't know how close him and Diddy are. I have no idea. But yeah, he was straight clowning on this video.
Hey, shout out Gonzo says agreed, well versed. I think you're talking about my explanation. I think so and hope so, but it's pretty clear. Like when people tell us, how y'all Christians, but y'all don't ask for forgiveness for SPM, is because I believe he's a reprobate. He's a person that can't be trusted around children, and the recidivism rate of people that harm children is through the roof, and that's why we don't support people like SPM or anybody with them kind of charges and any kind of predator whatsoever. And we have our biblical stance to prove it, basically. That's why I don't sit here, y'all. I never sit here and say or do for people like that, because that's a no-go in my book. The Bible says, I forgot which verse it is. You already know it's one of your favorite verses, sis. But the Lord Jesus said that if you harm a little one that believes in him, it's better.
17:2.
It's better than a millstone be tied around your neck and you be thrown into the sea. That's what the Lord Jesus said. So we don't take kindly to people that hurt or harm innocent children and defenseless victims. But let's continue. My bad. Yeah, I'm gonna say something real quick though. CNN, I give her props, sis. She's very well put together. She doesn't get flustered. She keeps it professional. I think in this day and age, y'all, if you keep it professional, that's going to go a long way in the long run, because looking back at this clip, when they edit it, whatever, they're going to say, dang, like I'm saying, I'm commending her, content creator, interviewer over here, watching her do her thing. And I give her props for, not letting the interview go too crazy, which everybody said it did. But I like the way she held her composure and the way she conducted the interview. Very professional. And I think at all times, y'all, if you be professional, that's always the right way to handle any situation, especially when you're at work. Okay. I know it's easier said than done. I know we get mad at work when we're doing things and our boss is making us mad and our coworkers are gossiping. But if you do the right thing at work and you remain professional, I think that looks good on your character. And I'm not trying to sit here and give a preach or tell people how to live or whatever. I'm just saying, I think in the long run, being professional is the way to go. Let's continue.
Listen.
Yeah.
When you had your record deal, why did you take me to Biggie Smalls and not Bad Boy?
Man, it's almost gonna bring me to tears to say this. I just, being that I saw you as such a good friend, I wanted to put you with somebody I knew with.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. A lot of people ask me that on Instagram, man. Don't have me just out here crying and shit, man. I don't want to get emotional in here, man.
Instantly, I knew Biggie would do right by you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint.
What the hell? Hey, sis, how's that for an ad?
Did he say horse powder?
Something, sis.
What did he say?
He's drinking
horsepower.
He's drinking something. He's busting an ad, sis. Shout out that kind of sponsorship ad game. He busted an ad right here and then starts talking vulgar. Which, to be honest, he wants to be nonchalant and be manly. He's talking to a woman like that. If I was her husband, I'd have a problem with this dude. To be honest, I didn't like that. This sex joke talk over here. I didn't like that. To be honest, now that I really see it. That ain't funny. I think, sis. And call me a Debbie Downer, y'all. I don't think that's funny.
I don't understand. I don't even understand what he said. So I guess that I don't get it.
He said, "I'm finna get some cheeks after this, sis."
Oh.
And he's drinking this drink, which I think is like a stimulant. I might be wrong, but let's check it out again.
Some cheeks after this horsepower joint.
Horsepower.
This.
Wow. Yeah.
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint.
Wow.
I'm just going off what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puffers like Mace know Puff. So I appreciate what Mace said. And of course, that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. It's called It Is What It Is. And y'all make sure y'all check it out. I mean, I might get some more information out of Mace from there. But for me to tell you how Puff act and all that, I don't know. I never.
I've never seen this guy's podcast come across my feed, sis. I'm going to check it out, see how they're doing over there, how they're operating on that podcast. But let's finish up.
Well, I know that one thing about this that I wanted to say is that Camron's representative, the one, like, I guess kind of like his
manager?
Producer, I guess is what you would call it. Maybe not music producer, but his like life to life person, said that they were completely briefed on what questions she was going to be asking before the show.
So he's acting dumb.
And that,
he's acting dumb.
Yeah. And he said that he is not going to apologize for his behavior.
Wow.
That if they came to him with BS, he was going to give them BS.
What do you think about that, sis? You agree?
Not if you're like, I just think it's pretty like poor on his part. If you know that you're going on a show, whether you agree with CNN or not, I'm not a huge big CNN fan, but whether you agree with what's being asked or not, you have a chance at that point to bow out respectfully. And he didn't. He chose to come on there and act a complete donkey.
Okay, interesting. All right, let's finish up. Shout out Camron and Gail in the chat. God bless you, sis. Shout out everybody watching right now. Let's continue and we'll finish it up.
Yeah. What about the industry in general? I mean, so many people have pointed out that Diddy couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that y'all invited me to. Who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I don't be sitting around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
thanks.
Man, come on, man.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your time tonight.
I'm out of here.
Thank you for having me. You enjoy.
Okay, hold on, sis. We're gonna call Cam's bluff here. We're gonna check out if he watches Diddy. There ain't no way, sis. There ain't no way, chat. Let's put the new poll up. Is Liberty in here? I'm gonna put the new poll in a minute. I'm gonna end this one. You can't tell me this dude ain't talking about Diddy on his podcast. Diddy's one of the hottest topics for everybody, and you can't tell me that Camron's not talking about Diddy whatsoever. I'm calling him on his bluff. Go ahead, sis. What the hell?
Somebody just asked a really stupid question. Is this black bashing live? Absolutely not. We're talking about trending topics. If you don't like it, you can X out of here.
Straight up.
But anyway, we're going to talk about what we want to talk about.
This ain't even, hold on, sis. I'm over here doing for the woman. I said that this dude's treating her bad. Ain't nobody talking about even color right here. Straight up, black bashing. No, this is ignorant rapper, bullcrap, entertainer, hogwash bashing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it. Now that I look at it, it was funny, right? I guess it was funny when you see little clips and whatever, but when I sit here and just watch it and seeing how he treated this lady, like Kim said, unprofessional. Now, if you want to go to Adam 22 or the other podcasts and go see how they do and they laugh and they probably think this is funny, I'm a Christian, I'm a conservative, and yes, I'm a Trumper too. Is that gonna make you mad? And I identify as white. How you like them apples? Point is, though, I'm not sitting here bashing no color. I'm sitting here and watching and reacting to this and seeing how this freaking dude, is just acting a donkey to this woman right here. I don't like it. I'm a man. And again, if this was my wife, if I was her husband, I'll be looking for Camron, to be honest. And I want an explanation, maybe even an apology from the dude, because the way he handled this, I don't like it, sis. I think this was very horrible. The sex talk he did earlier, unacceptable. And hold on, Rio said a good point. Rio said, but his community won't condemn his actions. They will praise it. That's why this culture is hellacious. Totally agree. Go ahead, sis. We're going to call it out.
No. So the reason that Camron went on here is so they're calling him out, saying that he wanted to get promotion for his new sexual intimacy supplement called Pink Horsepower.
That's what he took
before plugging in the product. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is the same thing as that damn honey pack crap. Anybody promoting honey pack, or if you got to take honey pack, or you got to take this horsepower manure bull crap, you're a lame, straight up. I think all this stuff, all these drinks and all this stimulant stuff they take is for lames and losers and people that are on drugs that can't even perform. And I'll leave it at that. Screw the honey pack, screw what he's promoting, and screw all that sex talk and these games he's playing and the way he treated this woman. I find it hella disrespectful and simple as that. Go ahead, sis.
No, I completely agree. I think because number one, they were briefed about what was going to happen beforehand. She handled herself with a lot of composure. She really did. The thing that I would have to say now that I know that they were briefed beforehand, I'll look at the video completely different, because he came on there just to purposely act a donkey and to promote his brand of Pink Horsepower.
Well, let's be honest.
And
he went viral. Hey, Linwood says, I'm talking about your ignorant comments. Oh, I think maybe he's not talking about me. My bad, bro. He's talking about people in the chat, I guess. I don't know. It's all good though. We promote free speech. He had an agenda. He went viral, and again, I feel bad for this woman right here. It's a messed up deal. Once you analyze it and look at it, through a certain lens. Again, like I said, throughout the day, it was posted everywhere. People were laughing and hucking it up, but watching it, and reacting to it. And like I said, I'm a Christian, okay? And I'm not trying to sit there and say I'm better than anybody or looking down on people, but I have morals and integrity. I'm not going to just sit here and act a fool on the video to get views. I've gone viral many times, really going out there and doing some crazy things, standing in my community. But the point is, I'm watching this, and as a man, a married man, a husband, a father, and a Christian, I don't like how this dude acted. And I actually lost respect for Camron. I kind of liked the guy, at one point. I somewhat respected him, I guess, a rapper from back in the day. But seeing him act like this, sis, and then, to be honest, taking that little drink and then saying that sexual joke, that wasn't funny in my book, sis. I think that's hella distasteful and disgusting, and I hope Liberty cuts this clip up. And I'll say this: shame on you, Camron, for speaking to a woman, probably a married woman. Shame on you for speaking to her in such a way. Hella disrespectful, and thumbs down for Camron on CNN. Go ahead, sis.
No, and I completely agree that the way he talked to a woman was absolutely ridiculous, and Well, yeah, it was just inappropriate. It was absolutely inappropriate. Nobody made this thing about color or anything. Somebody just said that they were unsubbing, and this is not an airport. You do not have to announce your departure. We don't force anybody to sub. We just try to bring content that's out there. Let our people talk about it. We absolutely support free speech. Say whatever you want, but yeah.
Yeah, so there it is. And we'll move on, y'all. So again, Camron going viral on CNN. And to be honest, y'all, we're conservatives, we're Trumpers, and we don't even like CNN. But at this point, disrespect is disrespect. And just looking at this clip, I didn't like it. Someone says, Dejon, as a Christian, you should not judge other people. You're judging my judgment. Simple as that. But the point is, the Bible says we are to judge. The Lord Jesus Christ said that we are to judge with righteous judgment. So basically, not be hypocrites.
And to give a harsh rebuke.
But hold on. Well, when we are to judge and judge righteously. Basically, don't be a hypocrite when you do make judgments. I mean, if that was true that we can't judge, how does a judge sentence criminals to prison? How do we make correct decisions in life on who to hang with? We got to make judgments every day. Are you going to run that stop sign? Are you going to stop? Are you going to speed? We make decisions and judgments all the time. So I digress. Let's go to the next subject, sis. This is I don't know what we got next here. This is crazy. This right here broke or didn't break, but this right here, sis, went viral with Terrence Howard. Sis, you said you like this guy, right? But I saw some of this, and I'm gonna be honest. When I was at work, hauling my oil, I saw this clip playing, and this dude's saying a lot of crazy stuff. I'm not saying that Terrence Howard is wrong or he's crazy, but my opinion of this actual interview with Joe Rogan, I feel like he's trying to be like Cat Williams. So let me know what y'all think in the comments, y'all. I'm gonna end this poll and put a new poll up, but I'm gonna play a little bit of this interview with Terrence Howard. Sis, you said that you love this guy or you liked him as an actor. Go ahead, sis, before I play the clip.
I have always liked Terrence Howard. In my opinion, I just have always. I don't know. I have always liked him. I don't know what it is. From Hustle and Flow to Empire until it got a little bit too woke for me. But I just always have liked the stuff that he's done, the acting.
Okay, let's go. The poll says, will you pray for Diddy? No, 63%. Yes, 36%. So, hey, that's good, though. I would hope some people do, have a heart to pray for someone like Diddy. I would say, again, we have our judgment on him, right? We have our outlook on the situation. And let's be honest, y'all, right? We've got a lot of flack and we've gone viral for making videos. Look at the past videos we made for standing against SPM. SPM is a convicted child predator, one of the biggest, probably the biggest rapper from Texas. I'm in West Texas, and we stood up against this monster. We're going to write the parole board to keep him in prison. He got parole coming up in October of this year. And the point is, y'all, we don't play this kind of stuff. And it means something to us. It might not mean to you. A family member of mine was assaulted by another family member of all people. And I always say that the victims, they have a life sentence. So people like SPM, convicted child predators, we hope and we ask for the judge and the courts to give them the full sentence and for them to serve their full term, because the victims are serving a full life sentence themselves. People don't think about the victim and how it impacts the victim. I can say from firsthand knowledge that it tears up a whole family, especially when it happens like it happened to my family. But the point is, it's one of the most worst things. And I would hope, not even on my worst enemy, that I would hope this would never happen to anybody, even listening or watching an hour later, to you or to a loved one, to be a victim of something such horrendous as, a predator doing certain things to you. And I gotta be careful. I'm on YouTube, sis. And I'm even right now, I hate even talking about it, but we don't play with this stuff, y'all. It means a lot to us, standing up for the victims and not to, treat people a certain way. And this ain't because we're Christians and we're trying to be holier than thou. Like I said, when it happens to your family, to an innocent young girl or someone it messes things up. And I'll leave it at that, sis. Touch on that before we move on, sis. Just the seriousness of how we don't play with this situation. Again, with SPM, we got a lot of flack, y'all. We got blowback, death threats of violence, just for us saying that we're not going to stand with this freaking pervert, child molester, rapper. We don't care how good his music is or how much a big star he was. we want him in prison till he does his complete sentence? Go ahead, sis.
No, I don't know. I was reading some of the comments and I don't know if you said this or not about Facebook and how we really, how we advocate for women and children. And, it's like serious to us, and we do what we can to protect them. They're precious, like, especially these children, and my history of working with little girls that have been severely taken advantage of from the ages of 6 to 12, and to see the kind of like severe trauma they endured, and it's lifelong trauma. And I just like, there's just no tolerance for it, and
None.
and we'll never let a culture or a heritage or anything have pride over morals and what's right.
Hey, and BP says Cat Williams and Terrence, only thing in common is they're black. It's a weird comparison to draw. What the hell?
No, somebody else had asked a question.
Oh, okay, my bad.
William. Yeah,
my bad. I'm over here like that. We do that sometimes, y'all. Friendly fire, but I say that when I seen this, I thought about Cat Williams, because I felt like when Terrence Howard came and said these things he said, and then I even think I saw a post or something saying that he was going to break the internet. I felt like what Cat Williams did, y'all, and him showing how smart he really is. Christi, you have the facts on him. He's a very smart guy, high IQ. I just felt like Terrence Howard.
1%.
Yeah, I just felt like Terrence Howard was trying to follow in the same vein as far as trying to give us shocking, very intellectual conversation with Joe Rogan. That's exactly what I thought is when I heard him speaking, because I'm going to be honest, this dude is talking about things I've never heard about. I heard Cat Williams talking about things I've never heard about as well, but I think Cat Williams was better at conveying the message in a more simpler, if that's even a word, in more simple terms. The way this guy talks, y'all, I'm finna play it. It's freaking crazy. And people are all over Twitter right now saying, hey, I don't know nothing about this stuff, but can anybody fact check Terrence Howard, y'all? So I'm going to play the clip and be ready to have your mind blown. And please pay attention, because it gets pretty deep what he's saying. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying this is crazy. Go ahead.
I've got 2 questions for you. Number one, can you put a poll up and see if people thought that Cat Williams was credible in his Shade Room video? And then number 2, can you maybe mod up Vegas and Carolina Girl? I need some help in here. It's bad tonight.
Okay, so was Cat credible in his Shay interview?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna play the clip and mod up who?
Vegas woman and Carolina Girl.
Okay, let's play the clip, y'all. Here goes. Check it out. It's the most interesting part. Can anyone confirm if these are legit? I ain't gonna lie. Now look at him. Now he seems like a very smart guy. Maybe he ain't full of it. I'm not saying he is, but now that I'm watching him and taking apart the conversation, this dude seems like hella smart. And someone else had a clip of him talking about Tesla, saying how Tesla and Einstein somehow there's like a conspiracy, but I hate to butcher it like this, but he just said something about Tesla sold out, or there was something about free energy. I forgot exactly how it went, but there's like a conspiracy that everybody started talking about because of this conversation. And I like that, y'all. Whenever you have a content like this that invokes thought and conversation, that provokes that kind of convo for people, it's pretty crazy, because I'm telling you, once you go into the comment thread on Twitter, people start putting theories. They start talking like they're not really bashing each other. It's crazy on Twitter, especially on these clips. It's pretty interesting, to say the least, the things that people are saying in the comments. Now, I'm not going to sit there all day and read them and believe everything, but man, there's some pretty intelligent people out there. And this guy right here strikes me as a very intelligent person. I'm going to play the remaining clip. Christi, anything you want to say?
Oh, no, I've listened to you. No, I don't have anything to say about it.
Interesting. So let us know. We got the poll up right now. We'll get to it in a minute. But again, y'all, I'm going to be honest. This ain't my cup of tea. I wouldn't sit here and really even listen to this, because, to be honest, it's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of hard to follow along, to be honest. I think this guy's pretty smart. He don't seem too crazy. But I ain't going to lie. He even sounds like Cat to a certain degree. Your thoughts is? Go ahead.
Invented a new form of...
No, I think that he's trying to sound like Cat. I'm not sure that he's got all of his ducks in a row to speak like Cat. But I have to tell everybody, like, I am a huge Cat Williams fan anyway. Like, I believed him, and maybe it's from my time in law enforcement and just watching for deceptive patterns and things like that. But absolutely believed what Cat Williams was saying. Was some of it maybe exaggerated a little bit, possibly, but I'm just, I think that Cat Williams has started I feel like he's the one that kind of opened the door to everything that we're seeing.
Yeah, man, it'd be nice if they put Charleston White on here. It's pretty crazy and a great time to be alive, y'all. The content that's coming out, it's a pretty interesting live, or the interview right here with Terrance and Joe Rogan. He looks sober too. I like that they're not there just smoking weed the whole time, and pretty interesting to say the least. Again, it ain't my cup of tea, but we'll move on. Let's go to the poll, sis. What are the numbers at? Man, pretty high yeses over here. What's the number, sis?
91% say that they believe that Cat is credible, and it just changed a little bit. 89% said yes, he's credible. 11% said no, he's not. So almost 9 out of 10 people believe that Cat is credible.
I believe he is. Shout out my boy JV in the chat. What's up, brother? One thing that Cat said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get to real quick, was pretty crazy. He talked about the there's a certain name for him, but he talked about the Smurfs. There's a certain theory about the Smurfs, y'all. And if you get a chance to look it up, I don't even want to butcher that. It was a while back. I was at work. But he had a crazy theory about the Smurfs. I actually looked it up on YouTube, and it's pretty wild, y'all, what he was saying about the Smurfs. And Joe Rogan was tripping out. But Cat Williams, he had the info on that, y'all. And like I said, I looked it up on YouTube, and I went through a quick little, wormhole there, looking up what Cat said, and it was on YouTube, and it was correct. So again, look up the Smurfs theory, Cat Williams, and if you get a chance, check it out. It's pretty interesting to say the least. Next topic is
the next topic is the awards mom.
This is crazy, y'all. Now we're gonna go to this went viral. It's on Daily Mail, and we're gonna get to it. Boom. This woman, do you have any info on this, sis? I just know that she got pissed off that her son didn't win an award or something like that. Go ahead, sis.
No, I don't know a whole lot about this. I just know that it was in Atlanta that she disrupted the whole award ceremony at the school after he did not receive any prizes. She stood up and walked up in the middle of the event before ranting about her child not winning anything. The person that was presenting the awards had to apologize to everyone else and try to de-escalate the situation.
I honestly feel bad for the child, but let's play it. Sorry about the ad, y'all. Freaking Daily Mail ads galore.
I know, I'd pay to get them gone if I could.
Okay, here it is, y'all. Check it out. Let us know what you think.
I told you. Hey, ladies, I apologize for what we're seeing right now. But Mama, I told you. Mama, we can look at it in a minute, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize.
Damn.
I apologize. Boys and girls.
I don't know what she's actually saying. I think she's actually cussing in there. I think you can even get arrested, y'all. In certain states, if you cuss in front of children. But she went crazy. A mother in Atlanta disrupted an award ceremony at her son's school. She stood up in the middle of the event before ranting after her child did not win. The person presenting the award was forced to apologize to those in attendance and try to de-escalate the situation.
Guys, just wanted to say I'm watching the Brits back home in Doncaster. I just
mute this crap. Let me see here. The incident was caught on video and shared to X, where it has been viewed over 500,000 times, probably 1 million at this point, y'all. There she is going crazy, and I'm gonna be honest.
And these,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well,
I was going to say these are the same type of parents that a few years ago tried to get the grading scale completely removed from schools, that you would psychologically harm your child if they received anything lower than a C, and wanted to get rid of the DNF and not ever tell a kid that they're failing and all of that. Come on, parent your kids the correct way.
I would say homeschool your kids. My kids are homeschooled.
Absolutely.
You know, my kids are homeschooled.
And Gonzo, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Gonzo. Got a member in here. Thank you. We appreciate that. Shout out all my members on the channel. Wow, appreciate that, Gonzo. I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm not gonna lie. My parents, my mother, she really didn't raise me, but I'm kind of used to this too. Mother, kind of ghetto, can act a fool in public, will defend her kids no matter what, and can actually embarrass the children, you know, doing so. So I can kind of feel for her why she would do that. She felt that her son was slighted in some way. And again, like I said, my mother kind of reminds me of my mother, you know, in a way, maybe not even just with me, but with her other kids. You know, her kids are never wrong. And she would go crazy and act a fool for her kids. And I've seen her do it, you know, in my lifetime. I'm already, 39, but, I can see why a mother would do this. Sometimes, people get fired up, get pissed off, and then there they are, yelling and ranting and raving at an award ceremony for the kids. Someone had said that weren't these parents notified their kids might not win? I don't know how true that is, but it's crazy, and I feel bad for little man. He's there next to her, and he's walking out with his mother, and she's yelling and cussing a storm, and it's pretty crazy, y'all. This went viral. I think Right Wing Angel shared this, and I saw it earlier, and we saw it on Daily Mail, and we said we're going to share this. Final thoughts, just go ahead.
No, I just think it's terrible parenting, and if the child's anything like the mama, you see why the child didn't win an award. I'm just saying.
Cali Confidential says, why can't I see the join button yet? You have to be on a desktop, bro. That's just how it is. You have to be on the desktop, and the desktop has the join button, and there's 3 different levels. So let's continue, y'all. We're going to finish up this round right here. What's next, sis?
Okay. The next one is
we're gonna go back to
so here we go with Diddy do up again. He is being sued.
Now this is
by
crazy.
A model.
Go ahead, sis. What's up with this deal? Because I didn't even really know about this, but this came out and it's pretty wild, y'all. It's pretty messed up deal. Go ahead.
Just that he is so he's had a couple of things that have hit pretty hard today. He's being sued again. I'm trying to find it, here it is. He's being sued again by a model who claims that she was given substances and then was SA'd. And
wow.
we have to be careful with our words here for anybody that's new in the chat. Wondering why I'm not saying the whole word out, but that she was SA'd after given substances in her drink. It was by a former model who claims the disgraced mogul enticed her with promises of career advancement, but she claims his plan was far more sinister.
Wow.
Her name is Crystal McKinney. She claims in the suit happened in 2003. I just don't understand. I don't know if it's the domino effect. I don't know if it's people feeling more secure whenever people are being outed. I just don't understand why people wait so long. 21 years is a long time to wait to bring this out to anybody.
21 years? Man.
Yeah. Yeah. So it says that she was 22 whenever it happened. She was invited to a men's fashion week event at somewhere downtown in New York City. She met Combs at the event, and he invited her back to his studio. She said that whenever they got there, that him and several of his colleagues were drinking Hennessy and passing around joints. She took a hit, which she said was very powerful, and she felt as if she was floating. She thinks that it had been laced with something else. Combs demanded her to follow him to the bathroom, where she says that he forced himself on her, and that he pushed her head down and forced. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. She says that she lost consciousness. The next thing she knew, she woke up in a taxi and realized that she had been SA'd. It's unclear if she's referring to the alleged oral or anything else that might have happened while she was unconscious.
This happened 20 years ago, and what are you reading?
Severely
Go ahead.
Depressed and attempted to unalive herself in 2004. And here's my answer. It says that after she saw all of the news of the lawsuits being filed by Cassie and others, she knew she had a moral obligation to speak up.
No, a new poll. Do you believe this woman, y'all? Go ahead, sis.
Okay. I was just going to say, kind of to go along with the whole Diddy stuff. So today, Peloton, the exercise
bike,
I don't know, industry has removed any Diddy music from their has removed any music from their platform.
Okay, and I would say this real quick. I think I said it before in the pre-show, sis, or I talked to you on the phone, but Diddy's not even convicted. You know, this is a cancel culture, y'all. We're gonna go to the next topic in a minute. This is crazy, y'all, about a local piercer in my city that basically is getting Diddy out here. You can get canceled, y'all, like that. In this day and age, you don't even have to be charged. I'm gonna be honest. I believe innocent until proven guilty. But Diddy, y'all, in the court of public opinion, it don't look good for this dude. They're taking his money away from Peloton. Who knows who else is going to pull out of deals? There's allegations here and there and everywhere. And the point is, he's not even convicted. Yes, they raided him. Yes, he's on camera, beating down Cassie. Horrible. Shame on him. But there's no convictions. But in 2024, you got to watch your rear end. In 2024, you do something, someone's going to say something, and it will go viral. Case in point, this next post I'm going to show you of a local piercer. Any words on this is, we weren't even going to touch on this, but this was breaking news. Another allegation coming against Diddy. Go ahead, sis.
I'm sorry. You wanted me to do the poll? Is that what you asked me to do?
Oh, I already got the poll. I was going to say, you got any final words on this before we move on to the piercer?
No, I don't have any. No, nothing. You said it all. I mean, we said it all. That it's just the future looks bleak for him. I do wish that people wouldn't wait 21 years to come forward.
True.
I understand that. I mean, she if everything she's saying is true, she became severely depressed, tried to unalive herself, and that's just a lot.
Man.
And sometimes people just repress those feelings so that they don't ever have to talk about it. But I don't know.
Hey, Tony says you defending Diddy? No, sir. Mike Honcho, Cat Williams called it. Didn't Cat call this? And shout out this comment. This is an interesting comment. The person that got the diddler started wasn't Palestinian, just saying. So what were they? Integrity? Were they the opposite? Because I can kind of catch your drift. I don't know. Downfall of Diddy? Is it time to pay the piper? Who knows? It's pretty interesting, though. Like, he's like a target. He's a target, y'all.
Diddy.
He's a target, y'all. I don't know what he did, who he pissed off. Or maybe just it's that time to, to man up like this next guy. Now, this is crazy, y'all. This is our last topic of the evening. This is pretty wild. This right here happened in Odessa, Texas. And I run multiple pages on Facebook. I have the big page, Nino America. Check it out. And shout out to Kim Rangel with the platinum membership. God bless you, Kim. If you're on here, thank you so much, sis. God bless you for becoming a member. Yeah, it's up here, sis. It was on the desktop. Thank you, sis. God bless you, Kim. So back to what I was saying. I run a couple of pages on my Facebook, y'all. You can make money on Facebook pages. I'm going to tell you right now, it's good money on Facebook. That's all I got to tell you. Anybody out there, there's good money to be made on Facebook. I run Nino America, 34,000 followers. The Advocate is like 20, 30,000. And then the Permian Insider, I just started that one, basically to highlight local issues. But this post actually went viral. A girl wrote this. I went there and got the picture of this guy, and I got the info, and I made a little post. I'm a content creator, and it went viral. Within a matter of probably 2 hours, this local piercer was exposed. Everybody was coming against him, telling stories and accusations, and then the tattoo shop that hired him fired him. Sis, you want to do me the honor, sis? Will you read this accusation and blot out what words you have to? This is freaking crazy. Go ahead, sis.
Well, hold on. We're gonna have to just talk for 1 minute because I'm on a delay.
Oh, and this is a lot too, sis. Shocking allegations.
If you're a woman who is actively getting, go ahead. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
If you're a woman who is actively getting piercings or even tattoos in Midland, Odessa, I would like to share my story with you. Yesterday, I accompanied a friend to a local shop where she was planning to get her septum pierced. I have never been to the shop, but the experience was immediately off-putting. Can you hit see more for me?
Can you hit what?
There you go. You did. I remember I'm on delay. I need you to go up just a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry, sis. You're actually reading the screen. My bad, sis. I'm going to get back over here. My bad. Now I get
That's
you.
okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just going to start here. Well, it went off.
So this is a woman. Guys, hold on. This is a woman making a statement. This is what I'm telling you. You got to be careful what you're saying to people and how you say things, because people are watching. This guy, from what the city's saying, he was like this at all times. It kind of makes me wonder if the shop knew the way he treated people, because if he worked there, you have to know that they will know something. This woman is actually making a big old statement, and this dude got fired due to this statement and many others. And it shows you right here the mindset of someone that's paying attention and don't think these sexual jokes are funny whatsoever. Go ahead, sis.
Yeah, just so said that he would only use like dainty jewelry to match these feminine features. I'm trying to read all this, and it's kind of hard for the way I'm doing it. He looked at the girl and said, "Who did your eyebrow piercings?" and proceeded to start snickering. I asked him what his problem was, and he started telling me they looked terrible and they did a bad job. He also made a comment about how eyebrow piercings inevitably reject, and I'll be left with a scar. Let me get to the good part. He also made he made a lot of sexual comments towards my two friends and made comments about getting to touch people while piercing. My friend let me know he grabbed her thighs during the piercing and then forced them shut. He proceeded to put his legs around hers and hold her legs shut with his. This is extremely disturbing given that he made several comments while also mentioning that his profession allowed him to touch people and calling her sexy multiple times. He was also playing music from one of my favorite bands. Everyone chatted about the band, and my friend made a comment about how we recently saw them and how I've been to see them 10 or more times. He then proceeded to mansplain, I think she meant mansplain, and basically named 3 songs to me about the band. He just was very inappropriate. That's just what that's how you can just say.
And I got a new poll up. Women, would you let a man pierce you? To be honest, from what I've gathered from there's a lot of crazy comments, y'all. People are saying, I don't know if you can even pull up the post, but people have a lot of crazy stories about this guy. He's like a serial pervert piercer. And what I've gathered from this, y'all, and I would recommend this. I mean, I'm against tattoos and piercings. I'm a Christian, get mad or whatever, but I'm against, destroying your body or putting markings and engravings and whatever holes in your body, but you do what you want with your body. But from what I've gathered from this situation is a bunch of women have come forth saying that they only trust women to pierce them because this guy was alleged to touch them inappropriately. He was putting his hands in their thighs and just to pierce their nose, y'all. He was doing a lot of extra stuff to cop a feel, basically. And the stuff that he was telling women was crazy. Again, it's on my Facebook page. If you get a chance, go check it out, y'all.
I got some of the comments going up right now. So here's one. I came back in October to get my ears double pierced, and I brought one of my friends with me, and he kept making comments on how me and my friend were a perfect couple. She said, but we were not together in that way, and how well we must be in bed, and how he could be better than my boyfriend, who I brought up that I had. He ended up putting a set of earrings in I couldn't afford because he said they would look better than the set I'd picked because it made my eyes sparkle. He was also showing us a video he'd taken of a woman getting her lady parts done and how he didn't like piercing her because she squirmed too much, and he likes his models to be still.
He has a video on his Facebook page, y'all. He's piercing a woman's CL, I don't want to say here. And I'm like, when I saw that, I said, that shop knew he made that video. How disgusting and unprofessional to show one of your clients getting their most, private parts pierced, a woman of all people. But that's the kind of perverts that are out there, y'all. And people are saying that the Bloodline Studio, the tattoo shop that hired him, they knew about his previous allegations with a 16-year-old girl, they said. And someone even said, y'all, one was pretty crazy. What did they say about him? I can't even think, sis. There's so many stories that I read on this. I should actually pull up the post on my end so I can read them. But I couldn't believe what I was hearing on these the allegations against this guy. And this is the people.
There was another one that said he'd always come to my store whenever I used to work there and tell me about my piercings as well, that he would do mine. But she said I didn't feel so comfortable. Oh, she said, but I didn't feel comfortable around him, so I never went. Let's see what else is here.
Man, 83 comments, y'all, on my advocate page, and there are a lot of accusations.
And I'm so glad to see the ship take this seriously. That's awful to be made so uncomfortable while paying for a service like that. I need to go to your other page to look at some more comments.
I'm on the advocate.
While I'm looking there, I just want to say Gonzo just upgraded to premium to platinum package.
Whoa.
Thank you, Gonzo.
Damn. Wow, y'all.
Thank you.
That means a lot, man. Thank y'all, man. Gonzo, Kim, everybody, Josh, Alex, Ponce. I mean, wow. Thank y'all for upgrade, man, for just even being a member. And then in Task, Brother Task, thank y'all. I salute y'all. Let me get to this comment. It says, this was crazy. Someone says, this guy did my dermals and told me he'd drink my bath water.
Oh, wow.
Okay. It's funny because he's the one that pierced my lip in 2010, and I still have the scar to this day. I no longer have a lip ring, and you can see my scar deeply. This guy pierced both of my daughter's ears last year, and now I have the ick. This guy did my belly button ring when I was underage without any paperwork or legal guardian. That's one of the biggest things they complain about him, that he didn't check paperwork or IDs or nothing, y'all. He was basically illegally touching these people, these underage kids, basically, and piercing them.
Yeah,
probably has some kind
Tristan
of a fetish.
right here said, wow, this guy pierced both of my daughter's ears last year, and now I have the ick.
Yeah, I read that one.
Did you?
Are you on the? I'm on the advocate, sis. If you want to go to another page,
that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Yep.
And then someone else, I don't know where this one's at. It might be on the Permian Insider, but this person said that she started. Sis, can you go to the Permian Insider and check those comments?
That's where I read the other ones from. Was the Permian?
Okay, right here. I'm gonna get it. Look, someone says, was just there. Very obnoxious. Made me and my 15-year-old daughter follow on all platforms. He made them follow them. A lot of guys said that, y'all, but yet no discount. I recorded my daughter getting her belly pierced, and he said, hey, that's my content, not yours. Send it to me, with a loud, serious voice, almost in a threatening way. Mind you, she turned 15 that day. I mean, it was the worst experience ever for us. I literally told my husband, never again. You get an ugly feeling for sure. Someone said, oh, here's a good picture. They got him on Instagram. I wish I could see a better picture of his face. I got my septum, cheeks, and nose and lip in a garage when I was younger, something like that. And I told him this is the best picture I can get of the guy. But they got a picture of him, y'all. This is the point. You do these kind of things long enough, you're gonna be exposed. Lucy Estrada says, as a female piercer, she puts her name. This is so sad and disgusting to see. How can you take advantage of so many females? Man, someone needs to talk to this dude. Sorry to anyone that had to go through this. It's so sad. And I'm glad someone finally came out and said something, because how much longer would this have been going on if no one said anything? And then the statement from the shop says, we do not take anything like this lightly. He has been let go from our shop effective immediately. Thank you to everyone who came forward on this post.
Listen to this. So even though this Bloodline Inc. fired him, First Piercing said that the owner was very aware that he was fired from the mall due to his inappropriate behavior with a 16-year-old before they hired him. Shame on them.
This is crazy, y'all. This is pretty wild. And I think that person wrote me, sis, but I haven't been able to open up the app to read the message. I think they want me to help them expose this dude more, y'all. Not just him, but the Bloodline Studio. I think that's where everybody's going. You know, if y'all don't know, y'all, I'm Nino America, and locally I'm very active. When people need my help, I go help in the city, protests, whatever, rallies and everything, y'all. But the point is, I think they want me to help expose this dude. Should I do it? Maybe I should put a poll up. Should I expose this guy further? Because I'm going to be honest, okay? When I saw this happening yesterday, now that I see all the allegations, like, screw him. But I kind of felt bad for the dude. I'm like, damn, this dude, you know, got fired off of allegations. But then once you think about it, he deserved it. If he gave horrible service, made women feel a certain way, and was being a pervert, right? This was a long time coming for this guy. I told my wife, I said, man, this guy's probably never going to get work again in West Texas. My wife said, no, they're going to forget about it. And he'll be back at a shop. So anyways, y'all, this is the pervert piercer, Flinch, called out and fired in the same day. They call him Flinch, y'all, because he likes to pierce you on the count of 2. So he say he's going to do 1, 2, 3. He likes to pierce you at 2. And I even kind of thought, sis, that's kind of messed up, right? He's giving you a countdown and he hits you at 2 instead of 3. That's like his technique. It's kind of creepy. It's kind of like he's kind of like a weirdo.
That's like that. It's that funny reel that I have up on Instagram that I did a long time ago. Confuse them all, count to 10, and throw a punch at 8. But yeah, it's messed up that he would do that. I mean, especially for like young kids that are getting their ears pierced or whatever, to say that you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and to do it on 2, like, yeah, that would be traumatizing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Is it a video?
Everybody is saying put him on blast.
Man, I might have to do it. Someone says, is it a video? He has a lot of videos, y'all. I'm going to be
honest.
honest.
Elle had a good point. Allegations can ruin people's lives if it's not true.
That's kind of what I'm saying here, y'all. He got diddied because this guy got exposed. He's not convicted. He didn't get put in jail or charged, yet he got canceled, kind of like Diddy, y'all. And they're saying, were you defending Diddy? Hell no. But in a way, I am defending the court of law and the rule of law, right? We're innocent till proven guilty. But in 2024, that's the point of this. You can be considered guilty in the court of public opinion. And once that happens, there ain't no coming back. Liberty Dragon has an awesome video. Check out our last lives we did, 22,000 views on the lives. But, these kind of accusations, can ruin a man, especially if they're not true, even if they are true. Well, either way, allegations like this broadcast to the internet for all to see can really make a man do certain things and even to the point of unaliving themselves, y'all. But again, I think this guy deserved it. To be honest, from the hundreds of comments I've seen, this guy was a pervert. And I'm going to be honest, when I seen him piercing people, he does the videos, I just said, ain't that no offense to my people that get piercings, y'all, but once you kind of follow someone like this that does this for a living, you got to have a kind of a weird fetish, fascination. I don't know. I think you got to be kind of weird to be a piercer like this guy. Like, you got to like putting pain into somebody, right? Like it's like a fetish. I think that's how this guy was. And then whenever you see the videos of this guy doing this, it's like you're going into a dungeon. You're going into his little cave or his little spot, and he's just piercing people all day. I think that's somewhat, I don't want to say tribal, primitive. There's a certain word when you go scroll this guy's Instagram and his Facebook page, y'all. He doesn't have a big following, but when you see people just getting pierced and pierced and pierced, you start thinking like, damn, this is kind of a sadistic thing to do to people. And even tattoos to a certain degree. And I'm not trying to, disrespect my people that are tattooed and pierced up. But once I started paying attention and seeing who this guy was and how he operated and the videos he made, I'm like, this is kind of like some weirdo activity, in my opinion. Go ahead, sis.
No, I just think that with that many comments and all of those people saying the same thing, that it's probably true. But at the same time, I know that allegations can ruin people's lives. So it's a really hard thing to decide if you want to blast somebody or not. And I don't know. I would just have to think about it I don't know.
They said, how do I see this video? He's Flinch. His name is Flinch. Just do what I did. I went to Facebook and just put Flinch. It'll probably pop up. He's a hot topic in West Texas. Flinch Bloodline, or look him up on Instagram. That's his little post. I put the post right there. Is that little devil? It's by Flinch. I forgot what his damn logo is. Hold on, let me read it to y'all. This is pretty sickening too with his logo. His logo has a devil and it says, "You pick it, I stick it." So that's his logo. His name is Flinch. He's unemployed at the moment. And all you got to do is go to Instagram or Facebook and just type in Flinch, Odessa, Texas, Flinch Bloodline, and he'll pop up and you'll see his page. You know what I'm saying? Nothing special, making content of him poking people. And the one thing he has, though, I think he has, I want to say almost 1 million views. I might be wrong. I might not saw the number right, but he's piercing a woman's nether regions, her, I don't want to say, but she let him record, I guess, and it's blurred out, but he's actually piercing her private part. And, that video got, I want to say almost 1 million views. I might be wrong, but he likes to make content. And that's why I think it's kind of weird.
Is that really what he wants it for, is the content?
Sis, that's what I'm saying. Once I started watching this guy or seeing what he did, not even like for a long time, for 2-3 minutes, and I'm done with this. But I'm just saying, once I seen this guy's get down, I honestly said, man, this dude is a freak. You know what I mean, sis? But then again, this is what they do. They pierce, they tattoo. That ain't my thing. And that's all there is to it. Final word, sis. Go ahead.
We just want to thank everybody that has become a member. We appreciate it so much. Gonzo, you have rocked the comment section tonight. Thank you for becoming our newest platinum.
Wow.
Kim, how much Alex, Josh, everybody that is
Sad girl.
That's a sad girl, and I still feel like I'm missing one. Task. Yep. Definitely Task. Yeah, Task is an amazing guy. But we thank all of you all for coming and let us know if there's any topics that you want us to hit on. And keep it moving forward.
Yeah, and we're at 1 hour and 31 minutes. I thought we were barely an hour. Guys, we got some awesome shows coming up. We got an awesome murder mystery video. We're going to collab with Liberty Dragon, me and Christi. We're excited to bring that to you. We have a bunch of content. Check us out, everybody, on all platforms. We're on everything, y'all. Going viral on everything. TikTok, one of my old videos just went viral again, y'all. So check us out on all platforms. Nino America, Christi, Liberty Dragon. Shout out all my people, all my Christians, all my Patriots, all my people out there that, check out the content. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It's been a long time coming, but we're finally making a way, and we're here to stay, y'all. And with that, we thank you for joining the live. Christ is Lord. You're an American. You're a Christian. You got faith. Christi.
Act like it.
We're out of here. Well, if I can find my ending, hold on, y'all. Hit the